I'm gonna reset Discord. It's acting weird. There we are. I'm not sharing my vault, and I wanna show a few things. We get half of us get the color debuff, and the other one the other, and then we get these two sets, and one of each is tethered. And it's like the lane mechanic in the beginning. The tether has to point very squarely down the lane that's pointing. Otherwise, we will wipe the whole group. You kind of see here that we.
Yeah, one of them is actually going straight, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And we get hit by two of them, so that's why we die here pretty much. There's one survivor.
The one who's most left.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it Justin who's surviving? Yeah.
No, Tyler.
Oh, Tyler, yeah.
So looks very simple. Just get the tether straight, start with the person. We should probably put the tanks in front just in case.
I do assume only the person who has the actual tether needs to be far away. The rest could be closer. So that melee can just keep damaging, at least. Unless it's on melee.
Then
But
we
I'm
have
pretty... Yeah.
4 clouds that spawn along each edge, 2 colors. And in both the polls I looked at, they both snap to the nearest person. So here Tyler gets 2 of them, as you see. Elf in the north gets 1, and Sidon in the east gets 1. So it looks very clearly a distance bait, and we can just do a split based on roles. DPS do towers, me in the front, arranged in the back. You want to see what color you get? I'm gonna guess you will take the tower that is opposite to the color that you have. So we should
Yeah.
probably start
Because
with that.
always wanna get hit by opposite of your own color. Oh, the debuff that you have.
Exactly. So
I mean, to be fair, you take the color that you start out with, really, here, so...
the color swaps in the first one, and then yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly. And then the people who take the obey the tethers need to aim them so that others do not get hit. You need to run up to your cloud, is the assumption at the moment, and aim it down the line. And you will.
Just counterclockwise from your starting, or by the starts.
Yeah,
Direction.
that will work exactly. It's a good rule of thumb, and it should hopefully solve itself very nicely.
And we saw nothing after this, right? Because it's
No,
given the
this
timer,
was
there's probably one more mechanic going on.
exactly. So I think that is all there is to it.
Wiki Frog, you see the positions. You can invite me, by the way. On Viper, I only had 8 seconds left when I killed the dummy with a perfect rotation. I'm only barely enough. On Reaper, I couldn't kill it, and on Monk, I had 3 seconds left. Although Monk, I fucked up a bit, but yeah.
Could it be a difference in gear between?
Nah, all of them are pretty much the same gear. Let me check. Yeah, well, Viper is the highest, but that's not gonna matter. Monk and Reaper are both 693. Level 80 dummy, yeah. Yeah, you will just be capped and everything, right? Only thing that would matter if you have more substats. Different ones. I guess. I'm considering going Reaper just so that I have a 2-minute.
Have you already given up on?
No, it's not that I gave up on Viper, but without any 2 minutes, I have no idea what I'm doing. You know how hard it is to line up 2 minutes when you don't know your 2 minute?
Yeah, I found that actually pretty awkward with Viper. Is that like just tracking the 2 minutes is a little bit tricky, especially since like you do the buff a bit earlier than when the burst actually starts.
Usually 1.5 GCDs before the burst actually starts, yeah.
Yeah, but like you press your cooldown like the moment combat starts, right? Like the first GCD.
Yeah.
But like buffs don't actually go out until like the third or fourth GCD.
Mm-hmm.
So telling when your burst, if your burst is a line or not, is a little tricky.
Level 100, I just know I use my thingy. Then not the GCD next, but the GCD after that is when burst starts. Oh well, after that GCD goes out. But yeah, you know what's? I find it so funny still that when you get Serpent's Ire, you only get like one unrattling coil for like 2-minute buff. Wait 2 minutes to get one rattling coil. You get like 4 of them just from like playing.
What you can do off is, after you use your first your 2 Vicewinder stacks, you use your next one immediately, and then you save 2. And when those 2 are back up again, it'll be 2 minutes, and then you repeat
Look, my short-term memory is bad enough that I can't do that.
You only have to remember,
Right,
use 2,
literally,
use 1, use 2, use 1.
Look, when like the third like raid white goes up, I forgot if I used my feign or not on the last one.
I'll try to do that with my Flemmers, because that's the only thing I have to keep track of 2 minutes with, unless I use
Maybe
like,
I should just
hollows
maybe
or
I should just
Penheimer
get a
at the start.
plugin. We just get a plugin that shows the combat time, and then I can see.
Yeah, they should actually
anything
build that
that's
into the
going on.
game, like encounter time from when it starts.
Then I can at least quote unquote burst, as in one more Dread Price Winder.
I do actually have a plugin for that, the tracking how long it's been since the fight started.
I guess ACT also does it.
Yeah.
Actually, I should just use ACT to do it.
That would work.
It's not cheating, it's just making it a little bit easier to track when 2 minutes are. Or someone should just go 2 minutes and 10 seconds, 2 minutes.
It's called Engage Timer is the plugin I use. I just have the timer up in the top right with like the status, like server status.
Ah. I actually never paid attention to when 2 minutes actually happen in this fight. But I'm very bad at tracking how long it is till that mechanic as well. Maybe I should just, because there's no use to Vice Winder besides DPS, just not use them until I almost get my second stack back.
Yeah, so you build up 3 every 2 minutes. So you get 1 to use between. So when you're...
You get 4 every 2 minutes.
No, isn't it 40 seconds?
Oh no, never mind, you're right, it's 40 seconds.
Yeah, so you use 1 in between the 2 minutes, and then you build up 2 again, and then when those 2 are built up, it'll be the 2-minute burst again.
I will do 1% more DPS, yay! I can do 1 more Vice Winder.
And the buffs, yeah.
Wait, a 1 minute during when?
I mean, I say this, but I'm like barely...
They should
I have to
just
barely
make
keep up, like,
Monk.
80%
They should just make
dot.
Monk able to share their fire buff with 1 other DPS. Just reduce it a bit, reduce the buff a bit, but then be able to share it with someone.
Or you can just
Or
look
if you
for...
don't share it, you get the full buff.
Or you can just look for when the Pictor buff goes out.
I mean, yeah, I suppose so works too. But Chap is not timing it all the time. Hi Chap, I didn't say anything about you.
Howdy.
Hey.
Hello. Terribly sorry I'm late.
I had several dances that kept drifting there. Like eventually they had their buff up after all the buffs were gone.
I know with in the last fight, I picked up a habit from playing with a friend where when my presence of mind was coming off cooldown, I would say hello 2 minutes. But I'm not really sure I can do that for this fight because I'm already having to fucking drift my presence of mind pretty hard because it overlaps with mechanics where people keep dying.
I'm logged in.
You know what you tell your party? Stop dying and stop sucking.
I'd rather just res you.
No, yeah, okay, but you know, afterwards.
Well, if you have presence of mind up, your res will come. You'll get.
Yes,
through the res
I have been
fast.
spending. Yes, I have been spending presence of mind on resing people quite often. Thank you for noticing.
Now I want
Not
to
actually
see how
annoyed about
many.
it, and just-
Do
I'm
we have
glad I
logs of
that.
the last time? Yeah, we do. Now I want to see how many times I died last time.
Ready, check!
And sorry for the delay.
Alright.
I had to walk the dog, which I didn't plan to. I was about to hop on and then got a message I should walk the dog now.
See.
Well,
I had the
Which-
4th least deaths. Tanks don't count because they survive way more.
Was the dog satisfied
hope so.
with a quickie run?
Hope so. That's gotta
Just-
do.
Yeah, you get them really excited, and they just run the whole way.
Well, please
Go
try,
click on the tree and then back.
try to keep the sanctity of the 15-minute mark as sanct as possible.
Yeah, I tried to hurry, but I unfortunately got a bit over.
Well, chap, you only have to look at the picture and weekly prog and you're good.
Yep.
It is the towers plus the dashes from the flopper birds.
Oh wow, looking at my.
Yeah, that
looking
is pretty much what I was suggesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Not with the rolls, but yeah, the rolls make it clear.
Okay.
Waiting for the last crafter to switch. Ah, good.
And the lines we do as we said yesterday, that it's just a straight line but tank at front.
Yeah, exactly.
And people were dying last night because they stood in the other dash as well.
Yeah, our group got massacred.
You
Decimated.
know what? I'll sacrifice myself and stand in front of the tank and see if I die. If I don't die, you don't have to bother. Look, it's good information to know, right?
Do we need markers?
What were we using markers for to begin with?
We
Yes.
used deals before. Those
Oh,
are
Oh,
the
the
yes,
tethers,
right.
the tethers, yeah.
Yeah. Not even once looked at them to even know what we were using them for.
I want to move 1 and 2 forward a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Up D and 3 around. Why?
Let's see. Food check. And
That's right.
So
someone do the honor of the poll.
I mean, they're fine right now.
Yeah.
Everyone is in
DN,
melee
DN,
range.
DN3 is fine.
This is the one where we see new proc.
I would hope so.
First point.
Oh, like that, right? That is what happened with me in M3. We struggled in the session, and the session after, we immediately got to a proc point.
Love when that happens.
Red, then blue. Red, then blue.
It's gonna swap.
Blue, then red after. It's blue, then red.
Stays the same.
And
Sorry.
blue, then red.
Okay.
Damn, 2 minutes starts here? Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Got to immediately spend it on healing GCPs. Just to get a blood lily in.
It's bait middle.
Yes. Stack in center.
I'll just south.
You want me to take a trap?
I got him.
Light parties.
Yeah, we do need to put healing out during that part.
We should put the markers on the healers again before we pull next
Yeah.
step. Easy to find people. Ah, thank you.
I could use some heals.
Is that good?
Thank you.
Interrupt.
Interrupt.
Next line spade first, then stack.
Alvis.
Thank you.
Wait.
We need now be here.
Nah, that.
Yeah, that's the damage down that I had before.
Okay, no point in doing 2 minutes because 2 minutes suck anyway. I'm just gonna do whatever I did before.
It's very annoying to have ley lines up for that phase when we're constantly running in circles.
Yeah, this
Just
isn't
put it
a
in
fight.
center.
Yeah, just put it in front of where it's gonna be.
Yeah, just put it in center and just always just ethereal manipulation to someone that you have to stack with.
Yeah,
And
I
then back
guess.
to ley lines.
See, who do I have it on at the moment?
Me, always.
Right. Let me rearrange that real quick.
Put
Your
it on the
best
most
bet,
reliable person
Just
in your
there
team.
is number 4. Ah, there
your
it
best
is.
bet is either me or Azami.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Funny thing I saw in the logs yesterday, I actually had only 2 more presence of minds than I did raises.
Red and blue. Red, then blue.
It stays the same.
Again, red, then blue.
It'll swap.
And now blue, then red.
Look at Alvis. Sid and cardio.
Oh.
Center line. Ranged in the back. Life parties. Yeah. I was about to say other way.
I didn't want to put the asylum there. Ah. You know what?
Alright, next lines are baits first. Baits first. Minutes. I say then.
What?
Wanna get you up?
You need to heal some of the light party too.
Yeah, I just sent a cure 3 over there.
Rip.
Oh, I got clipped.
I could probably take this one solo. No, I take it solo. Ah, fuck. Because we had Satan alive, and I thought we can rest, but instead of stack. Yeah, it's a wipe.
Good DPS this time.
Oh, we have 2D healers that, okay.
So are you bursting before the teleport stuff? Because I really hate doing that.
So, I mean, it's kind of goes both ways. We can do it before teleport, because I don't... Does it last after? It might last after. We can do it after the teleport, I guess.
Yeah, because when teleporting, I need quite a lot of time to stand still and not do anything. Otherwise, my character moves around turns.
Right.
Yeah, I think burst after
same
the
here.
teleport makes sense.
Wait,
more
for
sense.
teleport? No, you can just attack the boss from a direction to where you teleport where you need to go, and you can just keep going.
Yeah, no, the problem is my controller right now.
Oh.
Like,
right.
when I move, like I'm not moving right now. My character
Oh, you
moves.
got stick drift.
Rip.
So that's
Like
my
right
problem, and every time I have to aim my teleport, I have to be really careful not to touch my stick.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. I think when you get a chance, like increase your dead zone. It'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah,
I think.
I tried that.
Really? Wow.
It's
You might have
just
done it
controller
wrong.
trick.
This game, you might have done it wrong. This game is stupid, and the dead zone is backward. The dead zone setting is backwards. So you actually,
Yeah, what?
like you, if you change the dead zone in the video, like in the FF, right? Stick sensitivity. Like if you turn stick sensitivity down, that means it's more
Oh.
sensitive. It's drifting more.
Wait. Okay. Well, topic
Insistent
for another
configuration.
time maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, what was the tells again for the donut and out?
If it's a
donut
ring
in-
size donut, it's a donut.
No. Donut is if it's like rotating vertically. So if it's like a tire rolling, and if it's like a flat disc, it is the AOE around it.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
then you want to go out.
I see.
And always, if you go out, always walk out in the direction of blasphemy. So the one that we're not attacking, because that is safe. Because if it's a ring on, it's a AOE on one and a donut on the other, and if you just walk towards the other group, you most likely run into the donut.
I see.
So
Yeah,
you
that's
wanna
what
run
happened to
towards blasphemy.
me now, actually. I see. Okay. Shall we? Yes.
By the way, Tyler, do you use gamepad or a PlayStation style pads?
Right now I got some Xbox controller. I don't know
Anyone
which
like-
generation.
If you want, I can link you a third-party one that has Hall effect sticks that are immune to stick drift.
Yeah, maybe later.
Yeah,
Not right now.
of course, of course.
Blue then red. Blue then red.
So they stay the same.
Blue then red.
They swap.
Red then blue.
More hold burst.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I misread mine.
Sorry, I thought I heard everyone healed.
Okay, now this.
Thank you.
Bait lines first. We wait with the burst. Actually, we could have bursted here. Right, burst. Nice. Here, check.
And mitigation.
Does the blasphemy move at all?
Yeah.
Are you able to pull it towards the center? I mean,
Nope.
Oh, after that,
No.
no, it just keeps spamming its attack.
okay.
You wanna have opposite, you wanna get hit by opposite.
Stand in the right lane also.
Tanks in the front.
I got a Von stack. Oh, I wasn't in opposite.
Get to the two.
New strat, new strat.
Should be.
No, that's
Yeah, the people
that's
taking
right.
towers have to sit
Yeah.
middle first.
okay.
Wait, what do you mean middle?
Because the tatters happen at the same time as the tower spawning. So
Yes.
if you go to your tower, you might accidentally grab it because you don't know where your tower happens yet. So might as well stay middle.
Yeah.
Stay middle-ish.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
know
that's what you mean.
boards grab the actual like flock of birds.
Basically, if you are DPS, stay middle-ish until the tethers have appeared. There's like 5 seconds until they do after the sides. Then run to your tower, based on the opposite of your color. Oh, shall we?
We definitely need some mitigation for the actual line stack, though it seems.
Then it seemed to repeat the same thing again. It looked like.
Afterward, yeah.
Yeah.
It's only a green DPS, we can do it. Say it in solo heal this.
It's gonna be red and blue. I think Justin needs a rescue to blue. Or not. Red and blue.
Yeah, you were indeed wrong, Azami.
Blue then red. And blue and red again.
Aiden, blue.
We need to reset.
Aw, say then,
I'm
what's
back.
this? You're
I'm
back.
back,
We didn't do anything, we were just chilling.
I believe you.
We have some really lackluster DPS in that pool, Justin. I mean,
Yeah, we didn't do
it's literally zero. What's going on?
Yeah, but I was keeping you. It's because I was keeping you guys
Oops.
alive.
I'm ready, I misclicked. Bless you.
That's you.
Blue.
Blue then red. Blue then red.
Stays the same.
blue then red.
It will swap.
Red then blue.
So I'm waiting here with my burst 2.
Ah, shit. I can't have any uptime. It's just not precise enough with the stick. Obvious for timing when to do the ethereal manipulation. Count the amount of pulses the stack marker does before going off.
Donuts coming up. Burst.
Oh, too close, too close.
Oh fuck. Okay, bro.
Oh,
Wait, are we not bursting?
We did.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I
they were
can't,
too
but-
close, so...
We got taller.
We need now be on this one. Nice.
If they come too close, do they do the AoE attack? The donut?
No, they just
No.
get damaged. They don't take as much damage.
Ah, okay.
That was just the natural timing of the fight.
I thought maybe we had gotten damage downs because of like getting too close. Bunch of us did. Not sure why.
nah. We were trying to run it away, I think, and didn't focus.
Let's focus
either
on the
bit,
snacks
Yeah,
mechanics.
let's
so we do
focus,
it well.
focus. Go for opposites.
I'm also gonna see if it's distance based for damage. Yeah, you take a lot less damage, man. Back.
No, we all took the same.
Oh.
DPS, centerish,
Yeah,
the other
you will have to be back.
spade. I should not have had one of those, but
Justin, you're in the wrong.
You're in the wrong one, Tyler.
I'll see you too.
Perfect. Sorry.
No, that was a.
I think it's
You wanna
body
go to the opposite. It always
Oh,
changes when you
okay.
get hit by an attack. You get the opposite. So if you have light, you get hit by dark. You get dark.
I did not have
It is
Yeah.
like X death.
so.
I was
Let's
I was
Let's,
attached
retro-
to the white one though, and
What?
I had white.
Yeah, you have to be on the dark one. What? No.
so the thing is, people or the tethers did not go on the right people. So the first thing I got tethered as so DPS should not be tethered. The support should, and so it's very important for the DPS to be kind of centerish, and for the support to be on the edge where they're gonna grab their tether.
Oh, so
And-
this is it's proximity based.
Yes, it's proximity based.
Oh.
Okay.
So you have to be on your
Okay.
edge, close to it, in order to take the tether.
And it always seemed to be the same order where they spawn, like dark and so light is north and south, dark is west and east.
No,
You're at least opposite of each
Well,
other. That's
like-
what you know.
they spawn. You have few seconds to go to the one, then the tether.
Ah, okay. So you have to go just closer to one. Okay, so you
Yup,
kind of
5
wanna.
seconds.
So
But are you able to pre-position if you know your color?
You kind of can in between. Like you could stand here and then you, I guess, slightly.
So yeah,
closer to-
what we can do is we can have the DPS. So I'm quickly just removing the markers. So we can have the DPS here in center, and then
Yeah.
we can have a light here and here, and another light here and here, and they essentially check how they spawn because it always seems to have been like alternating, right? Like they seem to be opposite. So essentially,
a
if
person
if
can
light
actually
down-
get two tethers if they're too close to two edges.
No, but that's
Healers-
what I mean. It's like that's why this is the pre-positioning. And then so essentially if A is dark and one is dark and they see okay dark spawns west and east, they move west and east towards the portal there.
Yeah,
And
that will
the
work.
2 and B will move south and north. So like they pre-position there, check they only need to check two sides, even just one side. If that side is not the tether that you want, you go to the one left or right of you.
I think we
So
can
This
keep
is
these
light, and this
markers.
is light party support split. Is that what it is?
It is 2 light and 2 dark per roll.
Yeah, it's not light party. It's based on the debuff, so we can say that. But yeah, it's always seems to be the same. So it seems to have been always
mean,
the
he-
same split.
Healers can
of-
just stand here, then you're just
Exact-
close to either one. because
That's
you
what I
either
meant with
take
A and
west
B.
or south,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying with A and B.
No, because you wanna not stand on the other one because then the tank can't be in melee range.
Yeah. What if I as the healer get 2 and 1 and like the healer spots are?
No,
Yes.
it's the
No.
same thing,
It
but
is the
opposite.
same thing. It's just opposite. It's the same thing.
Hmm.
So one and A, they're both dark, and 2 and B are both light. So that means if you're ranged, like let's say both healers range, they're light and dark, they go A and B.
So basically, melee support on 1 and 2, healers on A and B. Let's say that you are a healer on A and B. You've had a few seconds to position after the first part of the mechanic. You let's say have the blue color. You're gonna be able to look around and see. Okay, this edge here has the dark one, so I'm gonna stand here on A, and I'm gonna get tethered to.
The other one. So if you have the light one, you want to be tethered to dark.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Oh, light is blue. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I was confused. Light is blue.
I mean, both of kind of bluish.
Yeah.
Can we turn this clockwise one step? Because B&A.
It absolutely makes no difference.
Yes, I know because I know because these two. No, these are the two healer spots, but the two healer spots is here and then over here, like way over here. This is a bit closer to both.
If healer spots are
I'm
south and
thinking the-
east, then we need to
It
turn
literally
clockwise.
makes no difference because the portal's move with the tether.
Well, yeah, but I
We
mean,
would
if-
essentially just mirror the thing that we have in there. We would mirror it because then the tank would not be east but would be west, but the beams would hit the exact same way.
But
yeah,
don't I
but
need
then
to
you
get
do
to
need
the
to
edge
then you do
bait
need
it?
to spin clockwise at least if you swap the healers around and the tanks.
Let's
The
save it.
so the only difference here is if
Chapman, have you seen the thing in Weekly
yes,
Pod?
I'm looking at it. So because like the left healer, right, would just be on the right and the right tank would be on the left. That would be all the changes. They essentially would swap the sides.
But then
It
you
would
need
be
to also
exactly the
turn
same mechanic.
clockwise instead of counterclockwise.
What do you mean
I say the
clockwise?
mechanic
Oh, no,
right
this is
before
made
that
so that the
already
time- that
splits us
everyone can
into
keep
groups,
uptime.
west and east.
I can't listen to two people. Sorry.
Yeah, don't speak too many at the same time. But
Sorry.
it's not so complex. Let's use this just the markers as they are, and so
Wait,
basically, if you are a healer and you've gotten your tether, you basically run into your counterclockwise spot. So if you're on this edge, you will stand on this one here. Basically, find your edge, go counterclockwise, fire off the thing down the arena.
Okay.
We can have for DPS. We can have a priority. We can have. You look at the one top right, and if you're melee 1, you take it, and if you're melee 2, you take the second one always. So like you start looking at the top right corner, and then you look. So like northeast. Let's use some markers here. So if we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? If all the DPS are in the center, and let's say both melees have dark, then you have melee 1 as priority number 1. So if 1 is light,
Actually, I don't think
Melee one takes it.
we need it because at least in the first two polls, it's always the same split with the colors. It's 1 tank, 1 heal, 2 DPS.
yeah, but the 2 DPS could be in the same color. So like we as ranged of us could be in the same side always. So that means we have the same color. So we would both have like neat light towers, right?
I see,
But
I see.
but the back has a dark tower and a light tower.
I
That's the
see, I see.
And with this we can have priority. We could say light party 1 has first priority, which means you start looking on the one that is on 1, and then you continue. Then you look at the one on 2 and 3. So like the first row essentially that is light party 1 priority, and the second like the back row is kind of light party 2. You could say. This way we could solve this.
First
And
row.
if you don't like it, get used to it because you'll have to use it in Pandemonium.
I see.
No, I think it's easy to say like the north towers are light party 1 priority, and the back ones they essentially take light party 2. So and like starting with 1.
Sure.
Then we don't need even to rotate. It's literally just like front is always light party 1. Oh wait, no. Can this work? Yes. No. No, it doesn't. If both from the same light party have the same turrets.
Yeah, we can't do light party, like preset light parties for that. We have to go by our initial dark light parties.
I mean, you can just do what you said.
Yeah, then let's do it like this. So everyone is looking on 1 and 2, and then we essentially have priority melee 1, range 1, melee 2, range 2. And you essentially take the one that you get first.
If you 2, that means you take the second.
Yes. This should work. But we all need to look at and start with the same one. So like north, and then we go clockwise with the turrets and look at those.
Can it start on 4 though? Because otherwise I might end up on 2 as the only melee DPS.
Let's run this
You
a
mean like-
couple
you
of
mean like
see
this?
how well it works.
Yeah, I think this might make more sense, honestly. This. No, I mean you're melee 1, anyway.
Yeah, but let's say.
Oh, that's what you mean.
can't-
Yeah. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yes. Yes, we can do this. So we start on 1, like northwest. Look from there, and then look to the right, and then the back 2s, and then split like this. So melee 1, range 1, melee 2, range 2. It's priority.
Let's get rid of those markers and use this
Yeah.
one.
Do we? Yeah. Do we even? I was about to say, do we even need the other ones? Otherwise, we can use
No,
these.
I don't think so.
Then maybe. Let's try this.
Before we pull though, are you guys making the birds go clockwise or counterclockwise?
What?
The ads.
What do you mean clockwise, counterclockwise?
I mean, like if the one bird starts here, are you turning it this way or that way?
I'm
That
pretty
way.
position. I don't know.
So you wanna be close to that marker. So because like if the healers start here or the people that take it start here, they essentially then move in here and one moves down here.
Well, that
Are we
works, I
not-
suppose.
Wait, or do we not move here, like in the weekly
It
prog
makes no sense to move here. Like why would you move here? What difference would it be?
stuff? Okay, so healers
Yeah.
move
Go
these two times.
clockwise, counterclockwise.
Sorry?
Do they have to be clockwise?
What do you mean clockwise? I don't. Is there some rotation going on here?
No. I don't know anymore.
Are you talking about the fist mechanic, where you shoot them down the line? What mechanic exactly are you talking about
Yeah,
now?
Azami posted in the weekly prog. Those are then the positions where healers and tanks are standing for their beam AoEs.
Yeah, that's like a counterclockwise rule. So basically, you go to the edge, counterclockwise. Okay, I'm gonna stand here.
Well, it will just be your side closest
What?
to the marker that you're standing on, really.
Yeah, I'm very confused. Where is this clockwise, counterclockwise
Yeah.
coming from? Why is
It's
that a
about
thing?
aiming the fist because it cannot go over any other person. So you have a person on the other side
But
who is
no,
gonna aim.
it doesn't.
Yeah, you do.
If I'm in this line, if I look at what Azami wrote in weekly prog, where the axes are, those are the positions where people are standing on these tiles, and they just go through.
Yeah, that's just the clockwise version of it.
What? Clockwise compared to what?
So I'm looking at
Closest to
Momon's.
the marker. Yeah.
That's just
I'm looking
closest
That
square.
is just the idea. This is without the markers. That has nothing to do with it. It's really just the position because like they tether to the closest person, and then they move there. So both
Yeah.
portals
thing
will
is,
move toward each other.
Momon's picture that was posted in Weekly Prog is opposite of what Asami put there. We need to agree on one way to do this.
Yeah, it is really opposite. It's kind of like a mix between two, because like the east and west one are the same, but like north and south just like swapped places. So like the south is in the second row instead of.
I
the
see.
north one.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And then they don't hit each other as well. So it's like you just be close to the marker. That way you don't need
I
to
see.
do unnecessary movement.
Yeah, then it's more consistent. The
Yes, Azami just.
Okay.
brought the
Yeah, I
change
see. Okay. Good.
there. Get very confused with clockwise
ready?
and counterclockwise. There's no rotations.
All right, are we ready?
I think so.
Foot check.
What is that asylum?
Oh fuck.
This is not a fact.
It's okay, Albus can stand in it.
I'll just burn the GCD for medic material.
I wanna wipe this.
Did you target the boss?
Why? Did you mess up a painting?
Yeah, it's not another painting, but because I moved into the asylum, I had a cast cancel.
The number one reason a picture wants to wipe. I messed up the painting.
No longer perfect.
It's just a happy little accident.
Red and blue.
They stay the same.
It's red and blue.
They're gonna swap.
Blue and red.
Atlas, that stack marker goes off on the 8th pulse.
Wait first. We hold burst. Donuts.
What?
Oh, I need heals.
Careful, get out of there.
Thank you.
Hit by the other one. Fucking hell.
Ah!
By the way, think it automatically does this when the other one dies.
It does.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Alpha, you scared me. I was not prepared to like realize that our ad died and the stack marker was no longer going to go off.
Yeah, the stack market disappears when mob though, so I figured that out earlier.
What happened there? I don't understand.
I would,
No, if you kill it,
the
it's you have to switch to the other one immediately because he begins casting. His,
yeah, the stack marker appeared. We killed our ad, so the stack marker, so the mechanic is no longer going to happen, but the stack marker is still visually there, and so Alfie just dashes to the next boss because there's no reason to stay where you were.
we can also check that when we have damage downs, that we call this out, and then we can adjust the damage on the other one to not kill it too early.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I see. So we want to kill them kind of at the same time, or
Yeah, somewhat.
If you notice,
4% should be fine, but
yeah, if you notice you're getting low, either hold or swap.
yeah, always if you dodge the flat one, run towards blasphemy. That is the safest. Always towards blasphemy. Don't walk back, but like, well, walk back. Blasphemy is behind you, but always towards blasphemy.
we can do a call out. Like once you see who is doing the go out, just say group 1 go out or group 2 go out, and the other one.
I don't think it needs to be that complicated. Like this is you just check if you have to go out, run towards blasphemy.
Just calling out that the mechanic is happening and to look at your ad would probably be the best
I assume
compromise.
everyone here can tell the difference between flat and standing.
I just need to remember which
Especially
one's
the men
which.
among us.
Yeah. Oh, let's do a poll.
Wait. Too soon!
Or not.
Fine.
Fucking tanks, man.
Finally in real melee range. Not anymore.
You planning to drop off there again?
Yeah. The last time it was actually I actually had a sticky button.
Blue then red. Blue then red.
They stay the same.
Blue and red.
We're gonna swap.
Am I off? Please no.
What?
Bring you up, City.
Light parties.
Very good.
Wait first. Donuts. Donuts and AoE.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Corner camping.
Some meds.
Alright, remember light party 1 as priority for DPS. Why?
How should we cancel?
DPS
Well-
center.
Good thing we're planning this.
We got trap up.
Wait.
Albert, you're in the front.
Oh.
Oh, one person left.
Oh.
Was it the-
I think you missed the tower. Really?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was one person
It's like I
left.
baited.
Yeah.
We're standing right and Outrider just moves behind me.
I guess it is a wild charge after all.
Yeah, because it was distance based.
Ah.
Wait.
Why-
Oh.
What
No, it
tank
is not
in-
distance based. It is just tank in the front. It is not
Why-
distance based. Everyone gets the same amount of damage if the tank is in the front.
Alfie checked to the other pole. It was. He said it was this.
I checked. We all had the same HP.
I
All of
didn't.
us DPS,
Right.
and he was like way further back.
Yeah, because
He was like on 3, and I was
marker,
like close to 1. No, he wasn't marker. He was just checking if it's distant based for like everyone else. Like if you're standing further back, you get less damage. Tank is always the marker.
Let's put the tanks in the front just to be sure. Let's not waste more pulse on figuring out.
Did I understand something wrong? Why was a tank in the tower northwest?
There was no there was no one northwest in the tower. Yeah,
No,
there
it
was no
was
one in the
south-
northwest tower because that's where I was supposed to be,
southeast.
and I should have been there. But I was dead.
I was
I mean
not
northeast, I
west,
think.
and
Yeah.
south.
Yeah,
Minor.
southeast was empty. And Alfie and me were both in northeast. Because we were both dark, I think, and the tower was bright. And at that point I just assumed it was because of the death, that everything was messed up.
No. So the thing is, you should have been on 3. Wait,
Okay,
no,
then-
you're
Yeah,
I'm melee.
Tyler and Elfie
Yes,
were in the same
yes.
tower on northeast.
front. So you are both, I guess, light, right?
Yeah.
No, light tower. So you're dark.
I think we were
I don't
both
remember.
color-wise correct.
Yeah,
I-
but yeah, so he is melee, so he has melee in Light Party 1, or like in general Light Party 1, he has prior for the first tower color. That's why, so we start looking at 1, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and melee 1 has priority of picking the tower. This way we can make sure that like if both melees have the same one, what just happened essentially, because you're pick melee but melee 2. Melee 1 has priority for the first, you would then take the second, starting with 1. So like if, let's say 1 is the tower you have to take, but since you're melee 2, you look for the second that you have to take.
And if Alfie takes 2, then I start at 1.
No. He starts at 1. Like all of us look at 1, and then from
Yep.
there on.
I mean,
melee
it could be that
like,
he has
like
If
Light
its
Party
color
1.
doesn't match.
It could be
For
that he has to
example.
pick 1 and me 2. If I have light and he dark, then it might be that he has, because he'll have a higher prior than anyone.
Yeah, so
after.
so if your colors don't match, it's still the same thing. Because it might match with Alvis, for example. And then it would be that like Alvis takes the first, so we don't have melee front and ranged in the back anymore, because otherwise it's not solvable if like both melees have like the same thing or something. But we essentially look at 1, everyone looks at 1, and Light Party 1 has tower priority, so they take the first that they have, that they see that they can take, and Light Party 2 takes the second. So if 1 is dark and 2 is dark, let's go like this. You have light, you have to take a dark tower. Someone will take the 1 and 1, you will take the 1 and 2.
So essentially, I do have to wait to see if someone takes 1. Yeah, because
No, you don't. You don't.
I
don't have to wait.
start at number 2 because I can never take number 1. Is that what you're saying?
Technically, yes. That would also be possible. But even then it doesn't make sense, because like if you start at number 2, but like 1 is, let's say 1 is dark, right? Number 2 is also dark.
Mhm.
It could also be that like 2 is dark as well, or 3 is dark. So then Alfie could technically be either on 1 or 2.
Do we? Oh, the towers are completely
not-
random, right?
3 dark towers?
So
What
if
the hell?
1 is dark and 2 is dark, and you have to take a dark tower, if you start
Yeah.
at 2, how do you know if it's the first or the second? So you will never be able to stand on 1, yes, but you still have to look at 1.
Oh, just move if you haven't.
God damn it, why do I not understand what you're trying to explain?
Okay, let's...
Too many. He keeps saying the same numbers over and over to
I
mean
think
different
the
things.
problem is, when I did the fight last time as DPS, it was just, okay, I go south and one of the 2 towers fits my purpose. So now it is going through rotationally, checking is new to me. That's probably why I'm confused. Because
I mean, maybe
thought it
there's
was
another
easier.
pattern to the towers, and it might just
So
be
far, the
easier.
towers
but,
has
like,
always been dark east and light south, west.
So they're
as far as
never...
I- So far, at least.
They're not random. Okay. So they cannot be like light, like 1 is light, 2 is dark, 3 is light, 4 is dark.
You mean rather diagonally of each other?
Yeah.
I have
Is that a
not seen it
possibility?
yet, unless someone else saw it.
Oh,
It's good if it is.
I mean, it would make
simplified.
sense that at least that they would either. I think what we can probably surmise is that between 1 and 2, one of them will probably always be light and dark. Because otherwise, how would you do? I suppose the melees could both have the same color, and it wouldn't matter.
I mean,
But,
technically, it
yeah.
could also be 1 and 2 could be both light. Like, but if there is a system that is always east and west or something, but yeah, I don't know. We haven't had
I
many.
mean, that
bolts,
that just
might have
makes it
been
really
random.
easy.
It-
Yeah.
I've seen mechanics repeat themselves 12 times or something, and then suddenly it changes. You're like, oh wait, it is not fixed. No, it
It's
was
we
just
do-
randomness.
Should we do a couple polls and try to watch the towers?
But
Maybe
if it's,
improvising is not even that bad because there are only 4 corners and 2 bright, 2 black. So basically, you only have to organize with one other member because only 2 options are for you.
Yeah,
Right?
actually, I think
So there are
what
only
might
2
also work.
players who have to decide on 2 towers, and that's probably something you can improvise. If you
I-
see the other players in front of you, walk backwards to the other one.
I think what also is possible, what we can also do is Light Party 1 starts looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 in this order. Light Party 2 starts with 4. And then goes 4, 3, 2, 1. And you always take the first that you can take. This way you don't overlap and you essentially take first and last, but like with Light Party 1 and 2.
Yeah, that sounds easier. It's like you only have to think about one other person.
Not even. You essentially take the first, but you start looking at 4 and then go 4, 3, 2, 1 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I mean,
Light
if
Party
you're
1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 1. But you don't look at 1 then.
let's try it real quick. Let's do some polls.
Yeah, Justin, don't worry. Like as Asami said, like this type of adjustment of priority is a very common thing from now on.
Yeah, I know,
I've
I'm
seen
glad
this
I'm
in
not
several
DPS.
fights now. No, not just for DPS. It's also for healers and tank. It is for
Oh, that
everyone.
sucks.
Like it is a fairly common priority system now for mechanics of like who does what with rotations and what in specific scenarios.
I think I just can't understand without having it visualized for me.
Usually it helps a lot just to throw out a picture
Yeah,
or like a
FMJ
system.
too.
Yes, Asami actually just wrote something in Wikiproc. It's kind of a bit weirdly rotated with weird numbers,
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure if that helps with the numbers rotated. Are you trolling?
Blue first.
Focus up. Blue.
Blue.
They're gonna swap.
Red. Now it's red and blue.
Let's stay the same. Yo, I have to finish the cast. Let's go.
So-
I think regen should be good here.
Wait first. Donuts.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
I'm dead.
I'll get Artorial up
I
ASAP.
got hit by an auto attack right after.
Life
stop.
21, stop DPS.
Yes.
I'm just gonna LB this thing here.
Oh shit,
That's
I was
fine.
not looking at the box.
Yeah, that's alright.
I do not like this teleporting mechanic.
What I find helps is to actually use the debuff icon with your camera, and then you can use the timer of the debuff icon to just like step forward into your camera, and you'll go to the correct position. So in other words, if you see that
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. I think I'll try
okay.
that, but I'm not sure if it'll address the precision issues.
Almost Azami. Wait, can you cancel real quick? Wait, so I'm just adjusting the markers now for the picture. But yes, so this is what Azami just wrote. This essentially is what I was saying. So if you're in light party 1, you start looking from 1, 2, and then 4 and 3. So like clockwise, starting with 1. If you're 2, you look counterclockwise, starting with 1 but not counting 1. So you would essentially start on 3 and then look counterclockwise at the towers. And you then take the first one that fits yours, you. With melee taking the first and range second, but I don't think that matters for this one actually.
Also,
No, it actually might. It actually
aren't the
might
light
matter.
parties randomized?
Yes, so well,
You'll have a light party on the left and a light party on the right. Left would be then 1, right would be...
yeah, but it doesn't matter because the debuffs. Yeah, exactly. It's because it is randomized that it's necessary. Because otherwise you have the debuffs, because they essentially cancel each other out. Only the debuffs matter, but you can still use the light party system to like prioritize who gets which tower. If both are in the same light party, that is totally fine. Because then you just look at then you have the priority, melee takes the first, range takes the second. If you're in the same light party, so like both have dark towers, they start on 1, look, melee takes first, range takes the second, no problem. But because it is randomized, we have to like split it with light parties.
Let's go.
I'm actually moving those because they bother me. Blue and red.
Getting chop up.
Treated. Blue and red.
It stays the same.
Blue and red.
They swap. Red and blue.
You killed me, Elvis.
I was a little
I'll
off.
get him.
TPS check's gonna be tough. I have Brink of Death.
Oh, it should be fine actually with the DPS. I'll be.
Yeah, at least if you get a damage down, it's not a big deal.
I wrote it, I think, at the last time.
Yeah, we have like 15% difference already.
I'll start DPSing the other.
Wait first, wait first. Donuts. Okay, should be fine.
No.
Donuts stuff.
Getting Elvis up.
What's the power?
You need, yeah. We're too low. LB.
Ah, just the GCD off.
Like half a GCD. Like a, yeah.
I think if I'd swift cast Glared, it would have saved it.
Blue and red.
We got 10 minutes to clear, guys.
Blue and red.
Stays the same.
Blue and red.
It swaps.
Red and blue.
Finally a good teleport.
That's a good way to heal this mechanic. I don't know what to do next time.
Satan, other side.
Ah, sorry. Just
Other side, group up for Cure 3. Yeah, not so much. I
So
can do
someone
there.
with the with fire came in as well.
Oh, did the
Oh, I didn't check
mechanic-
if maybe I had it. I didn't check.
Oh,
because
did we do
Satan
the
died.
mechanic wrong? Okay.
Yeah, because Satan died and we had someone else from DPS had the AoE. It
Ah.
could have been me, I didn't check.
I see.
Damn, I just thought my healing wasn't enough. Cure 3, I'm getting a lot of mileage out of Cure 3 in this fight.
Do you want to pull or? Oh, I'll
7
pick you
minutes?
up.
We're probably okay. We'll get to the per point in 7, I think.
We'll get there eventually.
Blue and red. Blue and red.
They stay the same.
Blue and red.
We'll swap.
Red and blue.
Is that too close?
No, that was. I think I fucked up the healing. I didn't get that in time. My macro was fucked.
Oh fuck. I was reorientated.
Yeah, that's probably the least bad person to die there.
Yeah.
Good. getting Horizon?
Oh, I can go.
Go ahead if you want.
No, you already finished.
Oh, rip.
Activating. Maybe it helps.
Wait.
Donuts.
Watch the donutting. Watch the ball. Party 1 is more health.
Yeah, I'm already attacking yours.
Okay, kill it, kill it.
We're good.
That was really good.
And mitigate with shields and everything.
Yeah, I attack my party 2's bad more than I attack my own.
And now we have 1 minute and 40 seconds to proc.
That'll be all we need. Furthest we've gotten to the fight.
But it's further than the entire mechanic, so...
DPS center. Supports tank bait.
Nice.
Nice.
Well done, and repeat, I think.
One more dash.
No burst, is that?
And let's do this again in the middle. No, okay, it went off.
Alright, that's the clear. Great job, everyone.
I love how the actual time you have proc, we're gonna get kicked out.
So shame.
No, it's because of this that we actually
Yeah,
Okay, now we have the same thing with red
colors.
and blue.
Yep.
Yeah, but now we have also colors.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck! What the hell?
Is this one
Wait,
by
you,
one
don't, you mean you don't remember this from normal?
Hope you've been paying attention. Hope you
Oh
know
wait!
how.
No, it's the same. Okay, so
That's
it's
the
pretty
same.
much the same thing, just both combined. You want to get hit by the one that is yours. So we cannot really have callouts here what to save. Just everyone just needs to look it for themselves.
Yeah, hope you've been.
So they need to check where, like, in which one goes the light one goes, for example, in blue. So it comes out of blue again. So you always, if you have dark, you want to get hit by light. Then you want to get hit by dark, so you always want to get hit by the opposite. So you kind of like have to remember which one comes out of which.
Yeah,
There's
the only
not
call-out
really
that's
callouts that we can do.
The only
Yeah,
call
we
out
can
you
call
can
light
really
blue.
do
Yeah,
is like,
exactly. Yeah, light blue, light red, and you then need to adjust.
you could still call out when the portals swap, when the portals stay the same.
Do we go again?
Nah, 6 minutes. It doesn't really do so much. But we saw it. I think it would be good if people spend a few minutes thinking about this mechanic for the next one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
GG's.
I think, yeah.
Wow, 11 pulls. I have 10 deaths. How?
Just a
How did
question,
that work?
Tyler, in which one? In
I mean,
which
isn't
tower
that
were
supposed
you?
to happen? Like we die.
And-
Yeah, we wiped 11 times. Well, you're gonna die that many times, right?
No, everyone else has 11 deaths. I have 10 deaths.
So
You cheated.
Tyler, in which tower were you just now?
and this time I went to Tower 3.
3.
I just,
Okay.
I just improvised because honestly there were 2 towers.
No, that is fine. That is fine.
Yeah, one was already getting occupied, so I took the other
Yep.
one.
That is fine. That is fine. That is the first one starting with like southwest, so tower 4, and then you go counterclockwise. That is the first that fits you, so that works.
Yeah, really only. Yeah, you can really split it into 2 people. Two parties
That's-
of 2, starting on different ones and going in opposite directions.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then you just take the first one.
But like
That's
I
the
said,
solution.
having 2 players needing to occupy 2 towers, that's not something you need a rule for. You just go to the tower you're
Yeah.
closest to. If you just lightly spread in the center.
Well,
you
if you have
probably-
time for it, yes. But like, if you, so the thing is, otherwise you need to like look at all the towers. That like costs more time as well, and like realize okay where you're standing and whatnot. With this one, you essentially, I think you would never be on 1, so you only have like 3 potential
Yes.
tower positions actually.
Yeah, and you will only
And you
be
look
on.
at 4. You start looking at 4. You look at the next one. If those 2 are not your towers, you know yours is on 2. So like opposite of where you started looking. This is everything that you like. You will
Yeah.
if you like internalize the mechanic. It's so quick that you can like realize where you have to run to.
Yeah.
I mean, wait.
But
the
it
only
does
way.
lead to situations where if one makes a mistake, the other ones are having difficulties to adjust. So it's probably necessary on some ultimates because then you don't have time to change. But
No,
here
not
we got
even
enough.
for that. But
We have
yeah,
enough
this one
time
is.
to just.
Good
Oh, you're
rules
going
of them,
there, then
yeah,
I'm leaving.
make it easy or less likely to screw up. Sometimes someone screws up, then you adjust. But otherwise,
I think
you have an
DPS
easy way.
adjust is the safest strategy to make it through that mechanic every time.
But this is kind of like the same rule applies to the other mechanic. Like if you check, it's like, oh, that person is closer, but what if that person is wrong?
Mhm.
Then it's also fucked. Then it's someone made a
No,
mistake
but-
and
but
it's not
The
adjustable.
thing is, you can clearly see their debuff. You clearly
Right.
see if they are bright or dark.
Yeah,
So-
that is true. That is true. You can actually clearly see it in this mechanic. That makes it easier than others. But yeah, it's a thing that you kind of like need to look at. Like that kind of falls away if you just look at the direction.
Yeah.
You don't even need to look at other players.
I mean, I don't know if this can even happen, but like the only way that it would be you'd go all the way around would be if it's only both players on one or both colors are on the same side as both players. So then you would have, but then basically both parties would just swap in that scenario. But I do think I think there is. Yeah, maybe we can look at the VOD, but I have a feeling there is like at least some semblance of a pattern.
Yeah.
The portals after should be fairly easy though. It's pretty much exactly the same as normal if you stand on the sides.
Yeah, I mean, like, isn't normal already like as complicated as that mechanic can be? Like, unless you have also stacks and.
If
targeted
let's
AoEs.
say if there was let's say on the back randomized as well, then yes, it would actually be harder than normal mode. But right now it's actually pretty much the exact same as normal mode.
Yeah. But they're probably just gonna make us do something else with it. Okay, I'm off.